In this video, I want to take a look at shipping issues within the WordPress Ultra Simple PayPal Shopping Cart plugin. Now, of course, shipping is one of the toughest things when you're selling physical product on the internet. Just trying to figure out what's the best way to charge shipping, to calculate it, let alone how much to charge. That's another issue that you'll have to deal with yourself in your particular situation. Let's see how this shopping cart plugin handles shipping, and it actually is fairly sophisticated for such a simple shopping cart. So let's go in here. We've already got our product here. We're going to grab some new coding here. This is a coding for shipping, which I'm going to plug into here. I'm just going to get rid of the variations here because we don't need to see variations in this right now. We just want to focus on the shipping. So there are really two ways you can do shipping within the Ultra Simple PayPal shopping cart, and that is to do on a per item basis, or no matter how many items you've got, one flat shipping fee. Let's deal first with these individual products. In this case, I've said, make the shipping $2 for this particular item. So we've updated that. Let's go back to here and we're going to refresh our page. Cart is empty right now because I want to show you exactly what happens with this. There we go. Shipping $2. And if I change this and I go here and I say 7 items, remember my PayPal button disappears for a moment, so I can't do anything until I do the reload button. And now I've got my 7 times 2, $14 for shipping. And again, I could have different amounts for different products, right? A heavier, larger product. I could charge more for that shipping for that particular item. And then when we click through to PayPal, let's just make sure this is coming through. And there it is. Yeah, shipping and handling $14. So that gives you a quick sense of how to use individual shipping price. The other option, as I said, is to completely ignore individual items and say, no matter how many I've got, charge a base shipping fee. And that's a pretty tough one. It really depends on what you're selling, I suppose. If you had a lot of very simple small items that were all fairly light and you didn't need to worry about how many there were, perhaps. I'm not quite sure when you would use this, but this is the way it works in the system. It's an either or, by the way. You can only do individual product shipping or flat shipping for everything. So let's go over here to our settings. And this all takes place right here under base shipping cost. Right now we're turning off base shipping cost or flat shipping cost, and we're turning on the individual ones, okay? Individual pricing for shipping. Let's now turn on base shipping, and we'll say $15 for this. And let's go down to here to save, date our options, there we go. Now, watch what happens. I'm going to refresh our page. Let's just clear our cart again just to make it easier to see what's going on. And I add to cart. And, oh, wait a minute. It's done $2 again. Now what happened there? We turned on base shipping. Well, in this particular plugin, here's what happens. Unless I take out all of the individual shipping that I've put in there, if I don't take that out, that will override base shipping. All right, so it's a little bit confusing. We think we've overridden it here in our settings, right, by putting in our $15. It doesn't actually override individual shipping. We've got to go back, and this is the trick. If you had 150 products you'd put in, all with shipping in each individual one, you'd have to go back and take them all out. So let's do that right now just to show you how this works. If I take out the shipping, this individual item, and I update it, let's go back now and refresh the page. And again, let's clear this just to be really clear what's happening. And I add to cart. There we go. Now the shipping is $15. If I change this quantity, I make 5 items. My shipping is still $15. Doesn't matter how many more items. Now again, you've got to make sure that no products have an individual shipping cost in them, or you're going to have trouble with this. You're not going to have your base price. So those are your two options within Ultra Simple PayPal Shopping Cart. Now, of course, There are other ways to do shipping in PayPal itself. There's profile-based shipping, which is more flexible than this. So if you want to use that, you have to check off this box here under Settings. And what this will do is basically turn off any kind of calculation of shipping within the ultra simple PayPal shopping cart. Okay, so this box right here, that sends all the shipping issues over to PayPal, and you can use their system to deal with it, okay? One other thing that we want to look at here that's actually very powerful in this particular plugin is we can have, if we go to usage here, we can have multiple shipping charges that we can choose from. And here's an example right here. I'm just going to grab this coding. We go back over to here, and we're going to plug this in. Okay, I'm just going to put in regular pricing here because we don't want to confuse things with this. So we'll just do $15 for the price. And so here's shipping. Now I can say normal versus fast shipping. If I had two different rates I wanted to offer to people, let's update this. And we come back over to here. Now we're going to get a little drop-down menu. Shipping normal or shipping fast. Doesn't specify the amounts here. You'd have to put that in a shipping page somewhere where you're describing your policies for shipping. Or you could even put it in the information here somewhere in the description if you wanted to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add to cart. We're just going to do normal first of all. So there's our $6.50. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try another one at a different rate here. Let's try it fast. We'll add another. Now, of course, it's separated them out here because we've got two different shipping rates for the same product. But what's handy, if you had different products, obviously, at different rates, it would tell you this one's being shipped at normal, this one's being shipped at fast. And that's a handy visual cue for you when you're going through your shopping cart. So that's a bit about some of the shipping options you've got within the WordPress Ultra Simple PayPal Shopping Cart plugin. We've still got a few things to look at here, including how to customize the look of the shopping cart.